Hey friends, sitting outside. I don't know if you can see way over there, but it looks like we're gonna get some rain, and I'm so excited because something happened that I've been waiting to happen. So, in being conservative, is that a good way to say it? In conserving what I have, I've been looking for the seeds from the plants. Okay, so this is like, I love the idea of gardening, but actual gardening has kind of eluded me. And I'm super dirty. So this is like work outside here. I've been building a compost bin that I can't wait to tell everybody about. But while I was outside with Robert, who is my husband, putting the compost bin where it needed to go because it's a little bit heavy, I noticed that I really found the seeds on my sunflowers. So I let my sunflowers grow, and then they died, and I just left them in the ground. So this one's kind of short, and I pulled them up today and tossed them in the yard, and I looked over, and look at this. So at first, I'm gonna let my camera focus in on this, let's see. Will that help? Focus in on this sunflower. So if I show that to you, at first you could not see where these seeds were. But since this was all dead and all the fuzzy center of the flower was gone, I found the seeds, and if I do like this, they all come off in my hand. So here I have just a whole pile of seeds. Now, if I grew the huge sunflowers, these are good for animals. These are good for planting. I'm just going to show you from my very few sunflowers. Like, I've hardly had any sunflowers, and this is not all of them. This is my handful of seeds from my very few sunflowers. So I want to put sunflowers all throughout my garden as it expands, because I want to do companion planting. We'll talk about that another time. But in the meantime, what I'm doing, so that I don't ever have to go buy seeds again. Now you have to pay attention, because if the seed you buy is on an heirloom seed, it might not be the kind of seed that will grow again. Also, that's also something to look into. So I'm putting out a lot of information out there. So right now I'm just rubbing my fingers on here and taking off a little bit of the fluff from the flower falls off, but all of these seeds are there. Excuse my dirtiness. Actually, not really. All that dirt's so good for me. So I'm getting the dirt, you know. Of course, I wash it off before I eat, or just in life in general. So I have all of these, and I was able to take them and just do like this until there was nothing left on the stem, and then I have all of these seeds. Look at this, just a handful of seeds. So I don't have to buy sunflower seeds again. I can just save my sunflower seeds, and then if I plant a different kind of sunflower, since these seeds are small, I think Robert told me he planted a mammoth sunflower. Maybe that's what it was. And that sunflower we planted years ago, it had a huge, like bigger than my face, center to the sunflower, and it was covered in huge sunflower seeds. So you could grow those to eat. You can also eat the leaves of the sunflower. There's a lot happening with the sunflower. So I wanted to encourage you that if you plant something and you're just thinking about the fruit of it, or you're just thinking about whatever you're thinking about, and you don't know completely about the plant, like the stalk of the plant. I have a family. You should think about, you should research that plant, because here's what I didn't know. You can eat the stalk of a sunflower, the leaf of the sunflower, the petal of the sunflower, and the seeds. Wait, stand right there. I'll talk to you about it in a minute. These are our seeds. So before you just think that you're planting, yeah, those are seeds. We can plant them again for more sunflowers. Before you, hold on.
Seeds in those?
Look right here. That's the seed. That little thing right there. Kids are very curious. They want to know where their food comes from. So there's a lot you could do with the sunflower that I didn't even know. So from this point on, I will, scoot your little sweet head back, thank you. Check out what all I can do with everything that I plant. because there are vitamins to be had and food to be made with plants. That's how God made it, that we could eat the plants. So my lesson that I learned this season from my sunflowers were, number one, plant lots more. And I have way more sunflower seeds than I did last year. Plant lots more. The seeds can be eaten by people and animals and replanted, and it's wonderful. A beautiful rain has come about while I've been making this video. Not that we need any more. If anything, I need to cut some grass, but looks like it's not going to happen. I will plant more sunflowers, more variety of sunflowers, and we will be eating sunflower things. We will put sunflower petals in our salads. We will take the leaves, get them, and saute them down as part of our greens for our dinner. There's a lot to be had with a sunflower, and I think maybe you're embarking on a learning journey with me, that there's a lot more to almost every plant, hold on just a second, than I knew. So, in other words, God made this stuff and it works. Rebecca, does food come from, is food made by the grocery store, or is food made in the ground?
Ground.
Ground. Ground. May all the children know. Ground.